Hi everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I know I am because tonight at 12 o'clock I will be able to make my Fast Pass reservations, so that's really exciting. But that's not what we're going to talk about today. Today we're going to talk about my personal favorite Disney dining experiences. So let's talk Disney. Before I start, I just want to say that with so many Disney options for dining, it's important to really know what your options are and what you and your family are really looking for your Disney dining experience. There are so many different things you can do, from character dining to quick service to fine dining, that it's important to know what your family wants to do. It's also really important to take into consideration that some places do get filled up really fast, so the 180 days in advance that you can start making reservations, I highly recommend that you do, just because things do start to get filled up quickly and you want to make sure that you get everything that you want. So I'm just going to go ahead and list a few of my favorites. So my first favorite is the 50s Primetime Cafe. It's very well themed. It's kind of like a mom and pop's diner, so if you put your elbows on the table, they're going to say, get your elbows off the table, finish your vegetables before dessert, that kind of stuff. So it is really fun and they're really in character, very well themed. It is ranked 2 money signs, which means basically that it's moderate price. It's $14 to $35 depending on what you get. So prices do range, but it has a whole bunch of different food that you would expect from that kind of place. So kids menus, everything like that. So I really highly recommend that you and your family try that one because it is a lot of fun. My second recommendation is Chef Mickey's. I've only ever done Chef Mickey's for breakfast, but it's great. You have Mickey waffles and the breakfast pizza, which is my personal favorite. I actually did it the last time I went, and I think I've done it every time I went. It's really good, and it's a great way to meet characters, so you wouldn't have to stand in line outside in the heat and wait and waste all your time. You can eat while meeting characters. They'll come to you, interact with them, get them to sign a few things. And it's not only great for families, but if you're just personally interested in meeting characters, I would highly recommend it. It is a great way to meet Mickey and friends. So my next recommendation is Cinderella's Royal Table. This is another one that I actually did on my previous Disney World trip. It's a lot of fun. You get to meet Cinderella. You get little wands, which is really cute, and they have really good food. It is on the pricier range. It is anywhere from 3 to 4 money signs, which means that it is $35 to $60, or it could be over $60 per person depending on what you get. Obviously, if you get something like a steak, it's going to be a little more expensive than if you were to get a salad or something like that. It is really nice because, once again, character meet and greet without the lines and waiting in the heat, so that's a plus. You also get your picture taken with Cinderella, which is really nice, by a cast member, so good quality picture. But of course, if you'd rather have them taken on your phone or your camera, they'll do so if you ask, so they're really good about that. Another recommendation is more of a quick service. It is Cosmic Rays. I'm not sure if any of you guys have ever been to Cosmic Rays, but it's just a quick service, so you can get anything you pretty much get at any other quick service. But it is really good. My family and I always go to that one, I guess because we're around it, but also because we know that it's good, so we always rely on going to that one. Because it is quick service, it's only 1 money sign, which means it's the lowest rate you can get, which is basically $15 and under, which really isn't that bad. Once again, it depends on what you get. At quick services, I do recommend maybe getting a kids meal, because sometimes you'll find that the kids meals actually have a decent amount of food, and it's a lot cheaper, and it usually comes with a cookie and an apple juice or milk or something like that, so that's always a good option too. And this one is located in Tomorrowland. My next recommendation is Earl of Sandwich. I haven't been to Earl of Sandwich in Florida, but I did go to an Earl of Sandwich in California. Earl of Sandwich is really good. It's mostly sandwiches, but they do offer other things. I believe I got the tuna melt sandwich, and it was really, really good. It's on the lower end. It's kind of like a quick service, so it's $14 and under. They have kids meals, everything like that. So it's good for the whole family if you're looking for something quick and you happen to be in the area. It is located in the Marketplace, so if you pass by, I do highly recommend that you try it. Another favorite of mine is the Sci-Fi Dine-In Theater. It's very well themed, so you walk in and you're in a dark room and there are stars on the ceiling and they seat you in these long booths that look like cars, and there are a whole bunch around you, and there is a screen in the front with basically old-time short films, I guess you could say, playing. And it's really cool. It makes you feel like you're actually at a drive-in theater. And it's once again, very well themed. I love it. It is ranked too many signs, so it is $15 to $35 per person, once again, depending on what you get. This one is another one that, because it's not quick service, you will need to reserve it in advance. So I do recommend that you try this one because it is really good. All the ones that I've listed up to this point are included in the Disney dining plan. So if you did reserve or buy the Disney dining plan, all of your meals will work for those. The very last one I am going to mention does not, and that is the Hoop-Dee-Doo musical review. Last time we went was the first time we did this, and we are doing it again when we go back because we love it so much. One, because the show is phenomenal. It's a great show. If you're into puns and stuff like that, it's a really good show. Even if you're not, it's still a lot of fun. The second reason is the food. The food is so good. It's nothing like you're going to get from any other Disney dining. Not that any Disney dining is bad, because as I just mentioned, there are tons of good places you can go to get really good food, great themed, but it's just really different. They bring out fried chicken, cornbread, mashed potatoes, and it's more family style, so you have the big buckets in the center and you just reach and get what you want. They get the audience involved in the show, so it is really great. It is more on the expensive side. I do not remember how much we paid for it, and unfortunately it is not on the app, but it is more on the expensive side. But you also gotta figure it's dinner and a show, so no matter where you would go, whether it be medieval times or something like that, you'd be paying the same kind of price. So it really is worth it. So if that is something that you are interested in, I would go for it because it's a lot of fun. I know we were debating on that in the Mickey's Backyard Barbecue, but the thing that really did it for us is Florida weather is really unpredictable, and going in May, there is still gonna be a lot of rain, so Mickey's Backyard Barbecue was outdoors and this was indoors, and we knew we loved this, so we figured that we would go ahead and go with what we know that we love. So there you have it. That is it for my favorite dining. There are tons of more dining options that I haven't listed that I just haven't tried or haven't been there for a while to quite remember what it was like. So I do recommend you look up what works best for you. There are tons of new ones that I'm going to this time, like Be Our Guest in Via Napoli, that I'm super excited about, and I've heard wonderful things. So that was just a few of my personal favorites. I hope this helped you maybe determine some things that you and your family would be interested in. That is it for this week. I will see you guys next week, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe. See you later.